Hello, my name is Billy Reynolds, and in this video series, I hope to inspire and encourage anyone who's on the fence about picking up Dungeons and Dragons or doesn't know where to start to take that initial leap. You don't need a group of 8 players. In fact, my goal in this series will be to highlight how to have success with smaller parties. Dungeons and Dragons has been an incredible creative outlet for me. I've discovered artistic abilities I never knew I had, written engaging stories, and enjoyed unforgettable experiences with just a couple of friends and a handful of dice. I started off just painting miniatures during the pandemic. I was always interested in TTRPGs and war games, but I never found the time to dive into it. While we were all locked up inside, I finally took the plunge and started painting miniatures and found out I really enjoyed it, and I wasn't half bad at it. I ain't ever going to win a golden demon or any prestigious painting award, but every time I finish a model now, I'm proud of it, and I can't wait to put it in front of my players and earn a few oohs and ahs. After showing a buddy some of the minis I had painted, he mentioned that he was always interested in playing D&D. But like what I assume so many others face to be a common hurdle, it was just the two of us. Getting started can be intimidating, but it's easier, and I know I'm showing a lot of painted models here, but keep in mind this has been 3 years in the making. But it's easier and cheaper than you might think. You don't need a huge group, and you don't need to break your bank account to have fun. You just need to take those first steps. And it can be a lot of work, but it's rewarding in so many ways. Quite often, when you see live plays or videos online of people playing Dungeons and Dragons, the tables are packed with 6 to 8 players, elaborate terrain and miniatures, and even sometimes trained actors who are amazing at role play and voices and really elevate the gameplay. And while that's all definitely awesome, you can't let it hold you back from starting. You're not going to have a table of trained voice actors or professionally painted terrains and minis, and you don't need it. In my experience, it's unnecessary. And my buddy and I decided we were going to make it happen regardless of what we had at our disposal, even if it was just the two of us. We had the starter set. I built a table out of scrap wood I had lying around, and in time, we found a third player. And now, 3 years later, we're still playing the same campaign we started, and a fourth player joined us along the way. The key is just to take that first step and start building the table figuratively and, perhaps eventually, literally, of your dreams. Because once you build it, the players will come. As adults, it's tough to get 3 people together, let alone 5 or more. If you have one other interested player who you enjoy spending time with, set a date to start rolling dice and just see what happens. In the upcoming videos, I'll go over some ideas on how you can play D&D with just 2 people. And I'll transition into how you can run a campaign successfully with 4 or less players, including the DM. Maybe slow at first, but if you keep at it, chances are you'll eventually find more interested players. And your table will grow if you want it to. And while I've played at bigger tables since I've started, I still love the energy and the focus and the, for lack of a better word, intimacy that comes with the smaller sessions. You can't let having 4 or less players stop you from playing. You can absolutely play D&D with a smaller group and have a great time. As of today, I've painted over 1,000 miniatures. I built my own custom gaming table that we absolutely love playing on. I built a portable gaming table for when we go somewhere other than my little lair. I've purchased a 3D printer and I've printed my own minis. I created a Underdark themed fish tank that my kids absolutely love. And I've had a blast doing it. In future videos, I'll dive into topics like what you need to get started, utilizing all the tools available to you, such as D&D Beyond or other third-party solutions, setting up dynamic battle maps. I'll share my painting tips and tricks, however limited they might be. I'll talk about strategies for balancing encounters and campaigns for smaller tables. How to build terrain and battle maps from stuff you got lying around the house. How you could build your own gaming table. How to prep for sessions. And all the other tips and tricks I've picked up along the way. And of course, all of the mistakes I've made, as there are plenty. Hopefully, I can help save you a few headaches. I hope this video isn't coming across counterintuitive to what I'm saying and trying to push as the main message. You don't need a lot to get started. I know I've shown a lot of minis, and the gaming table doesn't look like I just put it together with scrap pieces of wood lying around, but that's how it started. When we started playing, it didn't have an epoxy poured finish. It didn't have the foam dungeon scene interior. It was just a piece of plywood with a hole cut in the middle for the TV that I connected my laptop to show the battle map. And you don't even need that. You got a kitchen table and some grid paper, you can get started. And I can show you how to make something similar to what I have or something even simpler. All you need is to take those first steps. Both of these terrain pieces I've shown are just foam board, insulation board, scored, painted black, dry brushed. Add a little bit of sand and rocks and maybe some hot glue. All stuff that's pretty inexpensive and easy to do. And I promise you, if you just try doing it, it's going to turn out better than you ever could imagine. Just keep it simple and try. But the key is you just got to do it. I think a lot of people want to play Dungeons and Dragons. And again, that biggest hurdle is finding enough people to play with. But you don't need to find 5 people. You don't even need to find 4. If you find 3 people, you can have a great campaign. And if you can only find one other person, just start there and keep at it. And I would almost guarantee you'll eventually find a third. I hope this video encourages you to take that initial step. Find a buddy, grab some dice, pick up a starter set, and just see what happens. You won't be disappointed. The best part about Dungeons and Dragons is getting to hang out with your friends. In the following video, I'll give my recommendation, what I think the best starter set is. But there's hundreds out there to choose from one-shots to homebrews to the official content from Wizards of the Coast. You can't go wrong. Thank you for watching, and take care.